Today's job is definitely a hidden gem. But when it comes to finding hidden gems, if you're not careful, you might miss the fault point. The client mentioned these outlets have no power. The tricky part is, sometimes they have power. Sometimes they don't. He tested them with a small bulb. All seemed normal. Based on the client's description, the fault seemed simple. Since there's power sometimes, and sometimes not, it must be an issue with the wiring in the bedroom. Just these few outlets. There are 2 by the bed. The top one has power. No need to test the bottom one. Below is the original junction box. Could the fault be due to loose wiring in the distribution box? He checked the distribution box, looking for any loose connections. Everything seemed normal. All connections were tight. It had nothing to do with the wiring in the distribution box. A fault that isn't a fault is the biggest fault. As he puzzled over it, he tested again with the bulb. No power, the bulb didn't light up. It had power earlier. Now it's dead. Testing the original outlet below, it didn't light up either. Could it be that the wires weren't properly connected, causing an intermittent connection? He opened the original outlet to inspect this type of fault. He had fixed many similar issues before, where wires were clamped onto the insulation, or not clamped onto the wire at all, causing intermittent connections. Sometimes there's power. Sometimes there isn't. But this outlet seemed fine when tested. No voltage on the live wire. No power in the original incoming line. And no intermittent connections in the distribution box. So what's causing it? Could it really be clamped onto the insulation? The connection seemed solid. He thought it was a simple fault. But the more he checked, the more confused he got. The original outlet had no power. But the other original outlet tested fine earlier. Could there be a break or intermittent connection in the middle? So he opened the other original outlet. There were only 2 original outlets in this room. The wiring should be continuous. But he found no issues here either. The live wire voltage was normal here. It got more puzzling. Could there be a break between the 2 outlets? Or could there be a hidden junction box between them that wasn't found? Time to use the tracer to check for any hidden junction boxes. He turned on the transmitter, then used the receiver to pick up the signal. In theory, there should be another hidden outlet. So he searched. No signal here. There's a signal here, but it's weak. This signal shouldn't be from the transmitter to the original outlet. Just a meter away. It must be an induced signal. Could the signal be traveling along the ground to the other side? He searched along the ground to the other side. Clearly, there was a signal on the ground, leading to the wall on the other side. But the outlet on that side had power. The tracer also showed a power symbol there. Could there be another original junction box nearby? Clearly, the signal weakened when away from the original box. It showed the 2 boxes were connected. If they're connected, why does one have power and the other doesn't? As he puzzled over it, guess what he saw? If you're not careful, you'd miss it. Look at this live wire joint, it's the problem. Loose connection causing it. He searched for ages with the tracer. And it wasn't needed. Checking this joint, you wouldn't believe it. It wasn't just loose. It was clearly broken. The wire was actually cut. The insulation was intact, but the copper inside was broken. A slight move caused a spark. The copper wire seemed cut by a cutting tool. There's a red conduit below. He accidentally cut into the live wire when he should have been slotting right into this live wire. He reconnects the circuit properly. Now, let's take a look at the original socket. Does it have power now? Testing the live wire, the voltage is normal. He connects all the wires for this socket too. Now the light is on. At first glance, he thought this fault was pretty simple. Just a reconnect. But the more he checked, the more confused he felt. Initially, he thought the wire was broken. But in the end, it turned out to be just a leak. Alright. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please give your feedback and suggestions.